Hello everyone, Beanie Boy Bricks back again, and today I've got another weapon comparison. This time we are looking at the Z6 Rotary Cannon, or the minigun that the clone troopers use. So let's get rolling into it. So I've got 3 examples here of clone miniguns, which I'm going to be looking at and seeing which one is the best value for money and whatnot. So let's get right into it. So let's get on right into it. So up front we got the Cac Minigun, really nice blaster. I actually really like it, really good quality plastic. Really nice, it's got a rotating barrel which is ideal for stop motions. So that's quite nice to have. We got up the AV Z6 Rotary Cannon, really nicely detailed. This is like 3D resin printed. So really nice. They do say it can be quite fragile, so do be careful when posing this with your figures. But I really like this. This is probably my favorite just due to the detail. And last up we got the Little Arms minigun, which is probably the least detailed, but it does have a rotating barrel, good for if you want to do stop motions and all that. So yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So let's get on into the costs, and we'll start off again with the Cac, which is about $3 per one of these, which isn't too bad actually, considering this is a specialty weapon. You're not really going to want to have too many of these. You're only really going to be using it for your named characters, like Fawn, Hard Case, Heavy, maybe a few others. But you're not really going to outfit an entire squad with these. So I don't see the price as too bad for this. The AV one is $3.97, so essentially $4 per one of these. And I have to say, due to the amount of detail and quality of it, I would have to say it's worth the price. If you could get it cheaper, I would suggest it. But again, you're only going to get a couple of these for your troopers, so I don't see that as too much of a problem. And lastly we got the Little Arms, where I don't really have a individual price for this. I would suggest it's probably about $2.50. This came with some custom clones that I ordered. I got a few more of those, but I did look on Amazon and I found that it comes in a weapons pack of these, so with 3 of the miniguns, 5 of the rifles, and 4 of the SMGs, so you get about 11 in total of these guys. So that's not too bad. 11, 12 of these guys altogether for about $21, $22. So it's a good option if you want to get like a whole squad pack ready and done. But due to the quality, I don't really think it's worth it when you can get better options. But yeah, now let's stop here and see what they look like with our figures, and cut right back to it. Welcome back, and now we've got our clones with it. So up here we got Hard Case, we got my custom DC Clone Customs, great guy. I'll leave his link down in the description below. And I got one that a customizer mirrored rat straws, or get your kits before order 66 done for me, just a regular P1501st. I'll leave his link in the description as well. But yeah, as you can see on the video, they all look really good in the figures, really good. Let's look at the Little Arms minigun first. Actually clips in well with both hands. You could get some good poses of him shooting off. If you do stop motion, you could get this spinning as well if you want. So that's a really nice feature. It looks really nice in the figure. But the Cac one, unfortunately I can never get it quite right sitting in this hand. It always seems to pop off. I have spoken to some other people and they find the same issue as well. But again, if you could get it just right, it looks really good. You've got a spinning barrel for stop motions. You could get him in some good poses. So there's hard case pointing his Z6 rotary cannon down. So really nice feature. I would say the same thing with the Z6, the AV one. I don't really want to press too hard because this bit feels a bit flimsy here by this handle, and it seems a bit thick to pop your hand on, but it looks just right. It looks okay. Doing the same sort of style as the previous one. Looks really good here, but no like spinning barrel, so you can't really get like that good stop motion action if you wanted to do that, but like looks really good in the figure. My arm is a bit loose on this guy here, so it does tend to fall down because it's a bit heavy, but they stand up well and balanced even on a flat surface with no studs. They're not going to topple over the way. If you do press down on them, they will fall over on a flat surface, but even then, if you're not got any studs or any plates with the adjusted studs in it, so you can place your figures down on your mocks, you can place them down there. They're not going to fall over, they're not going to topple over. Get the pose you want. As long as they got flat feet, they're going to stand up just right for you. But let's get on into final verdicts. What do I think? It's a tough one. I would have to say probably 4, because I'm not too sure on cost wise for this guy, for the little arms one. I don't recommend it, to be honest. If you're struggling and you just want to get a bunch of weapons really quick, really cheap, well, fairly cheap, and you don't mind probably the quality not being there and the detail, get these. They're not too bad thing, but I would probably recommend overall, if you wanted just to get them all from one place, CAC, really good plastic, good features. Does tend to fall apart a bit here if you put too much pressure on it. It just does like want to pop off quite easily, but again, really good. But I would probably say my favorite, and the one that I will probably get more of, I've already got another one, is probably the AV Figures Z6 Rotary Cannon. I just really love the detail. I think the detail makes it. You could either have it sitting down like on a crate, like your clones around it, about to pick it up, go into battle. You could pose it with your figures. So I reckon that's a really good feature for it. I really like it. Yes, it is probably the most expensive one and probably the most fragile one in terms of the plastic, the 3D printing, but I would say it's probably the most worthwhile one, especially if you're going to be posing it for mocks and whatnot. I would say this is probably the best one for you guys. But let me know what you think down below, if you've got any of these, or if there's any other brands of miniguns that you recommend. Let me know down in the comments down below, and please let me know what you think if I were to do a third episode of the clone weapon comparison, where I could get some AV style DC-15s and pistols, compare them against CAC, brick arms, brick tactical, and see about getting some other customizers weapons and doing a nice big final episode of comparing them all, see which one's the best, see which one. But let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoy what you see here, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and until next time, I'll catch you all later.